What's going on, YouTube? Happy 2019. I'm a little bit late, but the weather has been crazy around here in the Bay Area, so it's the only day that I could record finally. We've been having crazy storms off and on. Just that's kind of like our winter, I guess, in the Bay Area. So I get a few comments about the S1000. Why did I not just wait for the 2019 or 2020 or something like that? I mean, to be honest, to be straightforward, there's not really a lot of improvements compared to the 2018 that I have now. So personally, I just like the look of the this model, the asymmetrical headlight. I like that. It's unique, you know. So now the new model, it looks good. Maybe it'll grow on me over time. It's just that I'm not liking it right now. The back end of it looks like a Triumph Speed Triple. The front looks like a Honda CBR 1000RR. So I'm kind of torn about it. I mean, I'm sure it's a nice bike. It's just as nice as this, maybe a little bit better. I don't know what kind of what real world improvements they made. I mean, I see the spec sheet, the power is the same, and I got mine completely modified now with the exhaust and the tune and all that, and intake, and you know, enough for me to, you know, have fun with it. It's nothing crazy. So it's actually pretty loud too, and I didn't have earplugs. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the 2018. I mean, I got a good deal because it's like a, you know, a year-end leftover type of deal, and they gave me a deal. San Francisco BMW as usual, and I really have no complaints about this bike so far. I rode it on the track stock form. It's great. It performs just as, I mean, it's already at 200 horsepower, so I don't know how much power I really need, and I don't really want any more. Well, since the specs and everything else is the same, more or less the same, I just went off the looks. I just like the looks of this one compared to the new one. Also, I just noticed that one little thing, that's because I'm just looking at pictures, I haven't seen it in real life. We don't have it here yet. They integrated the clip-ons into the triple tree top clamp here. So this is going to the clip-on. So it's not a separate clip-on like this one. So I'm just thinking, if you crash, then you probably have to replace this whole piece right here, the main triple clamp on the top here, the top clamp. And that's, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm seeing it wrong, but from the pictures that I've seen, the videos, from the shows, that's all I see. It's like it's integrated. So I don't know. I'm sure it's a weight saving whatever thing, but when you crash, you always hit your clip-on. Sometimes you snap your clip-on. So I'm not sure that's a good idea in the long run, but that's what they decided on. The trellis frame, it's cool, but it does remind me of a Speed Triple or a Daytona 675. I meant to say Daytona 675 actually. I was saying Speed Triple, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It kind of lost its identity, I would say, the new model. So I'm kind of sad a little bit, because this is going to be the new model for years to come. I mean, the sound right now on this bike is just amazing, and I'm just so happy with it. I mean, I don't have any buyer's remorse or anything like that about not waiting for the new one. I'm happy with it. It's such a balanced bike. It's so light now since I replaced the exhaust. Since I removed and did all the mods, the exhaust was so heavy. It was the main, the heaviest component on the bike is the exhaust and the whole muffler. I did a full exhaust system on this, and it dropped like so much weight. It's like it's so flickable from left to right now. The steering of it is just so light, and it's just amazing. I'm just going as fast as this car, so I'm not speeding. So anyway, It's so smooth. I don't regret switching to this from the Panigale at all. Maybe looks wise a little bit, I downgraded a little bit, for sure. I downgraded a little bit compared to the Panigale, but I don't regret the way I could ride this thing compared to the Panigale. I'm less scared, and the smoothness of this is just, it's unmatched. I'm sure the V4 is good. If I can afford the V4, I'll get it someday, but this one for now is my sport bike, and I'm really happy about it. I've gone through 2014, 2016, 2018. This is my third S1000RR. I keep selling it and I keep going back to it, so it just doesn't make sense for me to get rid of this one anymore. I'm gonna keep this one. I might change my GSA to the newer GSA. My friend just got it and I'm telling him it looks exactly the same. I mean, yeah, and then there's a lot of engine improvements. The feel of the engine, of course, I don't have the TFT dash, but that's okay. I mean, it's not the main thing that I'm thinking about. It's the engine. He said the engine is great, 100 something 36 horsepower or something like that. I don't really need the power, but he said the engine, the feel of it when you're on it, the torque, it's just better. So maybe if I can get to sell my my GSA, I'll trade up. But so far I'm really happy with my GSA. I mean, it does everything I needed to do. I have all the accessories for it. I even got a acropovic muffler, so I'm happy. It's, you know, just envious a little bit sometimes, but to be honest with you guys, I don't really like the HP colors. Maybe I'm one of the few around here, but I don't like the HP colors of the new GSA. I don't like it, the Rally. I don't like the white hand guards that came with it. I'm more into the kind of downplay the look. I like the 2018 Rally, the white, mostly white, and then a little bit of blue, and the blue frame. I like that one. So the 2018 GSA, I was so tempted to actually trade my 2015 for the 2018 just because of the color, and also I'll get the TFT dash and also, you know, all the other stuff. But the hassle of adding more money just for that, you know, stuff like that, it wasn't worth it for me. So I'll hold on to it. I'll post it on the market and see if I can get a good price that I think it's right for it, and then we'll go from there for the GSA. But for this, I'm really happy with S1000. The weather has been crazy here. It's been raining and it's cold. It's actually like around 40s right now. I'm wearing my touring jacket, riding a sport bike, but it's the first day that it became sunny after a long time. Yeah, it even hailed here once. I mean, I'm complaining like, you know, we don't even have snow, but it was almost close to having snow here. It was just that cold, and it was raining a lot. So I just wish it would be spring soon, and I just wish the sun will stay and come, you know, don't leave us again. But it's gonna be raining again next week, so this is temporary. So I'm riding today just so I could talk to you guys. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video. I think almost 3 months ago. There you go. See, you know, it's gorgeous. I mean, I don't have buyer's remorse at all. Look how nice this bike is right now. It's like with all the mods that I have on it, it's just right. It's not over the top. Maybe I'll change the carbon fiber here and there, but I'm not really a carbon fiber guy. It's so expensive just for show. I mean, I'm sure it's lighter, but it's marginally lighter. It's just, you know, and I do anticipate someday that I might crash this bike in the track. So the mods I put on it is just essentials. So I got the screen, I got the tank pad. I replaced the lights because that's the only cosmetic thing that I really touched on. It's just, yeah, I replaced the lights back in the front, full exhaust system and engine guards. That's it. No levers. Levers are fine. No rear sets. It's just an amazing bike already. It's just I don't know why the need to change to the 2020 or 2019, whatever that is. I'm always thinking it's 2019, but it's already 2019. It's still not here. So I don't know. So there you go, guys. That's my thoughts about it. I was actually excited that they announced a new iteration of the new S1000, but I was disappointed when I found out what it looked like and all that. So I thought they would, you know, because the V4 came out, the Ducati, and that they would, you know, try to beat them or something, because they S1000, the BMWs are always trying to, you know, they're setting the bar, but now they're kind of like, they just changed the look and it's the same bike essentially to me. I mean, yeah, they had like a trellis subframe, and the front, I mean, this front, not everybody likes it, but I don't know, I like it. I mean, it's unique. It's very unique. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the radiator guards. I added right there. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and that's just a quick thought. And I'll see you guys in the next video.